Um, I am currently trying to set up my GoPro. Can you guys see that? My GoPro to record alongside the phone. And we'll see if we can make it happen. I don't know yet how to integrate all this, but that's what the goal is. So once I get one of these cameras set up, I can finish setting up my camp and get things arranged the way I want it, I guess would be the best way to say it. Show you around camp here, I guess. It's a pretty good number of people out here. So we are up here near Lake Havasu, Arizona. When I got out to Arizona on the 16th or maybe 17th, we were down in Quartzsite. We were staying down there for a couple of weeks or maybe 3. It might have been about a little under 3 weeks total. And then we decided to move up this way. The gentleman I was talking to there, who I don't think he saw my camera, but he walked basically right in front of it. And I'll see if when I start editing, if there's a way to show you, if there's a way for you to see him. I don't know if you'll be able to hear anything he said, but basically he was telling me he's walked across the country a couple of times for charity, and he's working his way east now. So I thought, man, that's pretty wild. I can barely walk, a mile or 2 for my knees. I don't even know if I could do that. My knees and everything starts hurting me, which is a reminder that I need to get back on the bike. You can see some of these areas. We really like this area here. It's called Craggy Wash. This year, we stayed at the LTVA there in Quartzsite, and that was my second time staying at an LTVA. It was a very interesting experience. I guess if they go about raising the rates the way they were proposing that they're going to, I don't know that it would be worth it for me to stay at the LTVA, but it is convenient to have close access to the trash, and if you're in an RV, the dump stations. I definitely took advantage of the water. It's just a little more convenient to fill up my water there, where I can just connect my hose and let it go, as opposed to the vending machines where you put in quarters and you have to add the water through your gravity fill. I knew about that when I was adding the water tank to my rig, and so I knew to add a gravity fill right there alongside along with the hose bib. I think that's what they call it. But it's just convenient to use the hose as opposed to the gravity fill. But either way, water is water. When you need it, you get it any way you can. to go and get myself some licorice so I can think. I think better when I'm chewing licorice. I'm just joking. But yeah, I think what I want to do, another project, is I'd like to make a top for that crate and set my grill on top of it. Just get it off the ground a little bit. I think that would be kind of cool. And I think I have a piece of scrap wood in the back of my friend's pickup truck that might be large enough to take care of that. If not, maybe use two pieces. It won't really matter. Yeah. I actually have to run to town, and I'm kind of wondering if I should go now or a little later. My friend over here has this sort of pop-up tent thing. I really like that. Don't know if I have room in the rig for something like that, but let me show it to you. Oops. Zoom you guys back out a little bit. Yeah, it's a nice setup. I'm thinking, with the screened in section and then the 2 or maybe 3-sided section there. That might not be a bad addition to my setup. Oh, and let's see. That's our firewood supply. We actually have 4 more boxes. We like having our evening campfires. So that's been really nice. Yesterday I had to go pick up a package, and I had it delivered to one of the local mailing centers, and you just pay the fee, and they'll hold it for you. So that worked out okay. And while I was there, I just filled up my water. I think I got the rig set up so that I won't have to move it. And I'd like to see, I did laundry. That was the other thing I was trying to remember. What did I do? I did all my laundry, so I really shouldn't have to move my rig now for the duration of this stay, which is, I guess, we got about 13 days or 12 days left of the 14-day limit. So hopefully, and I don't see any reason why a water supply can't last me 2 weeks. I don't think I've ever tried to stretch it that long, but I'm gonna do my best to stretch the water supply. As far as incidentals and things like that I might need, I could just take my motorcycle and run around and run errands on that. The weather's been just perfect for riding. And as weird as it may sound, that's the first dual sport motorcycle I've ever owned. And I've had more people talk to me about it, ask me about it, comment about it than I have any of the other motorcycles that I've owned. It is the weirdest thing. I guess because of their, I don't want to say universal appeal, but I'm going to say that. I guess that's the term I would use. I've just been a street bike guy. Born and raised in the city. I never really did any off-roading. I guess that's why I like camping so much, is because this was something I never got a chance to do growing up, or never created an opportunity to do after I got old enough to do it. Just never crossed my mind, but dual sports seem to be fitting for this type of environment, and it gives me that flexibility to ride it on this gravelly dirt, as well as being street legal. So when I get to the pavement, I can easily make it to town. So I guess that's it for now. It started getting a little warm out here. I had to take my hat off. I apologize if somewhere in this video or any other videos you notice I cut my own hair. If it's obvious that I cut my own hair, just know that I cut my own hair. I refuse to pay $30, $40, whatever it was the last time. I mean, last time I got a haircut, it was because I was going to an event. But on a day-to-day basis or every other week basis or whatever, no thank you. I'll just cut it myself. It grows back. If I get it right this time, great. If I don't, 2 weeks later, I get another stab at it. So it's no big deal. It won't be long. I'll be coming out of this hoodie. It's starting to get a little warm out here. So that's good. And my shade obviously is in the back of the rig, but I want my setup up here, preferably up here, because as the sun moves around my rig, I'd say in about 4 or 5 hours, should be on the other side of my rig, and the shade should be over here. I don't know. When I got back to camp last night, I just parked in a different spot, so I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work yet, but we'll see. It's also amazing too how I'm talking low because voices travel out here. I can almost hear the conversation taking place from my camp neighbors, and they've got to be at least 60 to 75 feet away. So I don't know. Let's stop the camera now, and then I'll pick it up when I have something else going on.